night turned possibly the worst date ever. A video showing two people sharing a private moment, embracing at a Coldplay concert, now taking over the internet.
Look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're
or just very shy. Now the reaction online is exploding. The man is allegedly the CEO of a tech company, ASTRONOMER, and the woman is reportedly the head of HR.
Oh, honey, it all started with a kiss, but not just any kiss. Oh no, it was a kiss on the jumbo screen at a Coldplay concert of all places. One passionate, camera-perfect moment that didn't just get fans cheering, it blew up an entire corporate empire. Enter Kristin Cabot, once the poised head of HR, now the unintentional queen of chaos, and she's not sitting around wiping away tears. Oh no, Kristin is suing. That's right, the CEO of a major space tech company. He's not just in hot water, he's burning. Because that one kiss, that little romantic moment, it's about to cost him everything.
Video originally posted to TikTok, you can hear Coldplay frontman Chris Martin say, as you may have just heard, quote, they're either having an affair or just very shy.
What was supposed to be a sweet kiss at a Coldplay concert turned into the biggest corporate meltdown of the year. The man in the video, a billionaire CEO. The woman, his own head of human resources, Kristin. And that concert, it became ground zero for lawsuits, cheating scandals, and what could turn into an all-out war in the boardroom.
ASTRONOMER says it's launching an investigation into the alleged relationship, saying, quote, our leaders are expected to set the standard in both.
And don't get it twisted. This wasn't some grainy, blurry clip you could deny. Oh no, babe, the footage is crystal clear. The kiss cam zoomed right in on them, locking lips mid-song like they were straight out of a cheesy rom-com. Fans screamed with joy, totally clueless that they were watching two reputations go up in flames in real time.
What did you think when you saw this?
My thought process that...
And let's talk about the irony for a second. Kristin's whole job is enforcing workplace ethics. And yet here she is, caught in a full-blown affair with her boss, her married boss, the CEO, a man who sold himself as a clean-cut genius in tech. And now, oh, the hypocrisy is rancid.
The same, right? Like, that's my thought process. And one thought, I was like, you know what? They should have had and just kissed and no one would have made a big deal of it. But
now, both of their reputations are in absolute ruins. The company's stock is stumbling, investors are freaking out, and lawyers, they're circling like hungry sharks. All of this from just one kiss, one single kiss.
Being caught made them run and made it so much more worse. But with that being said, though, I do think it is a very tragic situation. My heart goes out to the wife of the husband.
And don't even think this was just a fleeting viral moment. This clip didn't trend, it detonated. The internet lit up like it was the Super Bowl. The CEO leaned in like it was choreographed, and let me tell you, this did not look spontaneous.
Husband cheating on her with another woman, but also too, my heart goes out to the husband of the wife who's having the affair too as well. We don't talk about...
Within hours, it had millions of views. Digital sleuths went wild. People dragged up the CEO's LinkedIn, his wedding photos, and even Kristin's bio like they were digging for gold. The internet turned into a digital courtroom, and the verdict? Guilty. Guilty.
Emotions too, Jay. So
allegedly, there are lawyers. Allegedly.
Sorry.
John.
Sorry, standards.
What did you think when you saw this?
Well, there's two things I always said to my kids.
Twitter and TikTok turned it into a meme goldmine. When HR becomes the HR violation was just the beginning. The whole internet baptized it the Coldplay affair. A public kiss turned into the most unprofessional disaster of the decade. The hashtags, still trending, the blogs, feasting.
The people I mentored when I was a prosecutor, and that is, number one is, when you flirt with fire, you're gonna get burned. And number two, don't...
But underneath all the jokes, this isn't funny anymore. The CEO looks like a clown. Kristin, once the symbol of company integrity, is now known as the HR boss who torched every policy she wrote. The internet doesn't forget, and this scandal, it's permanent.
People reading about on the front page of the newspaper the next morning in front of your children at the breakfast table. They violated both those principles, so I don't feel sorry.
This isn't just messy, it's career-ending. Stocks are crashing, investors are furious, and the board, they've had enough. That 30-second kiss, it's become a lifetime stain on both of their names.
Congress, where this is like a Saturday, or a Tuesday, or whatever would convey it as being not that interesting.
And now Kristin is done staying silent. Oh, she's going nuclear. She's hit the CEO with a lawsuit, alleging emotional defamation and career sabotage. This just got real.
What do you think when you saw this? Did you see anything worse in Congress?
Well, first off, when you found out that he was a CEO of a tech company, allegedly.
According to her, after the scandal blew up, she was shoved onto unpaid leave, left out in the cold while the CEO scrambled to protect his golden boy image. She was thrown under the bus, now she's taking the wheel. And here's the kicker. Kristin claims she's got the receipts, emails, messages, internal docs that allegedly show it was the CEO who started the relationship. So now it's not just, oh no, we both slipped, it's he exploited her. The narrative has flipped. Experts say this lawsuit could blow the CEO's whole image sky high. This isn't just damage control anymore. This could bring the entire company under federal scrutiny. Shareholders are sweating and the brand cracked like an old iPhone screen. Kristin? She's positioning herself as a whistleblower, not a homewrecker. Inside the company, the vibe is terrifying. Staff are panicked. Meetings feel like interrogations. Slack channels are silent. And HR, the department Kristin used to run, is under external review. Everyone's waiting for the next shoe to drop. And girl, the board, Livid doesn't even begin to cover it. This isn't just a PR disaster anymore, it's a full-blown compliance crisis. The company's credibility is tanking with both regulators and investors. Stock prices are in free fall, and major partners, they're demanding reassurance before they even consider renewing contracts. The CEO? Oh, he's panicking behind closed doors. He's brought in a top-tier crisis PR firm, but word on the street is, it's too late. The brand damage? Irreparable. And my heart? It honestly aches for his wife. Can you imagine? Finding out your husband's cheating in front of millions at a Coldplay concert on a freaking kiss cam? That's a humiliation you never shake off. Whispers are growing louder. Ethics probes. Execs quietly resigning before they're dragged into the mess. Recruiters say employees are already trying to jump ship. The vibe inside? Absolute corporate apocalypse. Let's be real. If you're cheating with your HR head, maybe don't go to a concert that features kiss cam moments. The hypocrisy is almost comedic. I mean, the very woman who was supposed to uphold company values just torched them all on stage. And the CEO sold himself as a man of ethics. Now, he's a walking contradiction. The culture that company bragged about, gone, dead, poisoned, all because of one ridiculously public, reckless moment. And you know what people are saying? If you're going to cheat, maybe don't do it at a Coldplay concert where thousands of phones are rolling. Just a thought. Social media is having an absolute field day. TikTok creators are doing full reenactments of the kiss cam with Coldplay songs playing in the background. Some are captioning it, "Compliance? Where?" Others are dressing up like HR manuals on fire. Twitter threads are ranking this mess in the top 10 corporate scandals of all time. Instagram's filled with memes of astronauts floating in space holding signs that say, "Not my CEO." Even Coldplay themselves, they're warning fans now. If you're having an affair, maybe don't look at the kiss cam. This isn't just internet jokes, it's shaping the actual public narrative. PR experts are screaming that the longer the jokes circulate, the worse it gets. People aren't going to forgive, they're not going to forget, and they're definitely not going to invest in a company led by someone who can't even keep his personal life in check. One viral meme after another, each one just drives the dagger deeper, and the reach, staggering. Related content across platforms has racked up over 100 million views. Even LinkedIn, yes, boring old LinkedIn, is buzzing with drama. Think pieces everywhere. Some are calling it a masterclass in what not to do as a leader. Others are saying it's a glaring example of how differently men and women are treated in corporate scandal. No matter where you fall, one thing's clear. This isn't just office gossip. This is a full-blown national conversation about corporate accountability and workplace relationships. PR insiders, they're calling this one of the worst crises to hit a company in recent years. And the logic, brutally simple. You can't talk ethics while making out with your subordinate on a jumbo screen. Oh, and the memes just keep coming. Cheeky signs at concerts reading, "He's not my CEO," IKEA tweeting shade, even Tesla jumped in with a sarcastic jab. Everyone's joining the dog pile, and the CEO, he can't tweet his way out of this one. His whole brand was built on integrity, innovation, vision, and now he's a meme, a punchline, a walking PR disaster. He used to sell trust. Now he's the face of betrayal. Overnight, his image collapsed like a cheap folding chair, from visionary to scandal magnet. And in today's world, perception is everything. No one's trusting a guy who couldn't even keep it together at a Coldplay concert. And that's business suicide. Kristin, though, she's not hiding. Oh no, she's seizing her moment like a seasoned pro. Her lawsuit is loud, fierce, and calculated. She's flipping the narrative, casting herself as the woman standing up to corporate corruption. Some see her as a victim, others call her a master manipulator. Either way, she's no longer the faceless HR lady. She's the main character in a real-life drama bigger than anything on Netflix. And guess what? Rumors are swirling. Book deals, talk show invites, even a documentary in the works. Publicity is power, and Kristin, she's cashing in. Maybe HR's out, but she's not disappearing. If anything, she might be rebranding as the whistleblower who took down a billionaire. And in a world that loves a comeback, she might just pull it off. The CEO, though? He's not going down quietly. Word is he's gearing up for a countersuit, claiming the kiss was taken out of context and the backlash has ruined his reputation. Babe, the kiss was caught in 4K. What context? His lawyers are pushing this narrative that social media exaggerated everything, but the damage is done. People don't see a misunderstood man. They see a cheater, a liar, a hypocrite, and girl, the internet is not buying the CEO's excuses. Every time his PR team tries to do damage control, people just mock it harder. His rep as a clean-cut, family-first leader, shattered. You can't stitch that image back together, not with 1,000 press releases or a $1 million apology campaign. One analyst said it best. He sold trust, and now no one's buying. Meanwhile, the sharks are circling. Investors are losing patience. The board is done playing nice. Behind the scenes, there's talk of removing him forcefully. The conversations have moved from should we to when do we. One insider even said, it's him or the company. That's how bad it's gotten. Either he steps down or the brand bleeds out. And while all this chaos erupts, let's not forget his wife. She was blindsided by that clip. Insiders say she's already contacted divorce attorneys. And this? It's not just an emotional wreck. It's a financial explosion waiting to happen. Between a messy divorce and Kristin's lawsuit, the CEO could lose tens of millions. This is what happens when you play with fire under stadium lights. And for a guy who built his whole identity around stability, loyalty, family values, watching his marriage crash and burn in public makes it even worse. The scandal doesn't just touch his job, it poisons his whole persona. Every photo, every quote, every speech he ever gave about ethics and leadership, now just embarrassing punchlines. And while we're laughing at the memes, don't miss the big picture. The real power players, the board, the investors, the clients, they're not laughing. They're counting dollars, watching the brand's value tank. Major partners are already threatening to pull out. And inside the company, it's panic mode. Executives are jumping ship. Recruiters are overwhelmed with employees trying to escape before the fallout scorches everything. Some are calling this the Coldplay catastrophe. Others are dubbing it the Kiss Cam collapse. But everyone agrees, this isn't some silly mistake. This is a textbook case of how one reckless moment can detonate an entire empire. And now, the big question. Will the board actually push him out? Or will they try to protect him one last time? Because here's the brutal reality. If they choose the CEO over the company, it could be their final mistake. And Kristin? She's not backing down. Not for a second. She's walking into that courtroom like a storm in heels. She's not just seeking damages, she's going for blood. The lawsuit is built to expose everything. From shady internal emails to alleged manipulation, she's dragging every dirty secret into the light. For her, this isn't about love. This is about revenge, power, and maybe even redemption. She's already gone viral as the HR exec who brought down her boss. But what's next? Media deals? Speaking gigs? A book titled Kissed and Cancelled? Don't laugh. Publishers are already circling. Kristin might never work in HR again, but she could become a face of modern workplace reform. Whether you love her or hate her, she's now a name. The CEO, meanwhile, is spiraling, trying to act like he still has control. But behind the scenes, it's all falling apart. Legal experts say his only hope is to settle fast. But even that might not be enough to salvage what's left, because public trust, that's not something you can just buy back. And once it's gone, it's gone. And here's the poetic tragedy of it all. This man, this CEO, reached for the stars. He was literally building rockets, launching dreams. People looked up to him, believed in him. And all it took was one kiss on camera in a Coldplay crowd for it all to come crashing down. Kristin Cabot, once the quiet HR enforcer, is now the woman who shook the corporate world. The CEO, once the golden boy of tech, is now just another headline, another cautionary tale. And the empire he built, shattered, all because of one viral kiss. Because of one viral kiss.